Hey folks, today we're going to talk about how to update a listing in OneKey MLS to sale closed. If you're unsure where a property should be listed or is listed, whether it's in REBNY, the OneKey MLS, you can remember to always Google the address and see which county it is. See a quick Google search reveals it's in Long Island, Nassau County, so that can only be OneKey MLS. If you forgot where to log in or what the URL is to log in to OneKey, you can of course always simply Google. And then depending on whether your realtor membership is with Stratus, which is formerly the Long Island Board of Realtors, or Matrix Users, which is formerly the Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors, you would pick. Next is to click into My Listings, and if for some reason you only see the active listings or you can't find the listing in question or it doesn't show pending, just go to Office Inventory, make sure you select perhaps my firm, my office, whatever it might be. Then just go into Office Inventory, make sure you also select Pending, Search, and then this way you'll get a comprehensive view of all the listings in your office and or firm, meaning listings perhaps not just under your name, but under your entire offices. If you can see them, if you're a listing manager, for example, and you'll see the pending one. So in this example, we find the listing that needs to be edited. You can see that it's in pending status already. Hit edit listing details, or rather in this case, since you want to mark it as closed, you want to do a status price change. You'll see some marked by asterisks as required fields, so just confirm the details in what you have. For example, if it's a ticket that came through, take a look, confirm the details, see the sale price is correct, $725,000. Contract date has already been previously entered when you marked it as in contract. Selling agent, just confirm it's still the same. Yes. And then take a look to see if there are any other further details. Nothing else that needs to be changed. Remember here that selling agent basically means the agent who brought in the buyer. So if it was a direct buyer, so there is no outside buyer's broker, then the selling agent would actually be the listing broker. So the listing broker, in this case ourselves. If for some reason, more likely the selling agent is the buyer's agent, because there was a buyer's agent, then obviously they would be selected, and then you would just mark what it is. It's either selling broker acting as a buyer's agent, which is the case here, or in the case of a direct buyer, it would be selling broker acting as a seller's agent. Change the status from pending, which is the same as in contract, to sold. So you change the listing status to sold, and you'll see these fields here. Contract price, this data has already been entered from when you previously marked it to in contract, so you can just confirm that nothing has changed. This is a contract price, and the sale price was still the same, so you just enter that. Title date is the date that it closed, which is, for example, the date of this listing update. Remember that the closing date must always be within 24 hours of the actual change, so you can never submit a title or a closing date that is older than 24 hours. Otherwise, you will be subject to an immediate fine. Take a look at some of the other details. For example, the buyer's name, Colleen Chase is the buyer agent name. So you see that this has still been the same. The buyer's name, you enter. And then the selling broker acted as a buyer's agent. So remember, the selling agent is just another term for the agent who brought the buyer. So in the case that there's a buyer's agent, the selling agent is quote unquote is essentially the buyer's broker. So seller's broker acted as a buyer's agent. In the case that the buyer came direct, they didn't have a buyer's broker, then the selling agent would obviously just be the listing broker. So in this case, ourselves. And then in that case, you would just mark selling broker acted as a seller's agent. If you don't know any of this, just put NA or unknown. And then you can put mortgage type. If you don't know, just put unknown, otherwise cash, perhaps conventional mortgage, but otherwise just put unknown and then hit submit. And that's how you mark a listing as sold in the OneKey MLS.